A ding, a ding, a ding, a ding, a ding, ding, a ding, a ding, ding. Good morning, everyone. Um, Thomas, Tom. Good morning, Viet Tom. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas. I am the bombest. Um, get some lights going on in this mofo. How's everyone doing today? Another exciting day in crypto. Another exciting day in the market. Oof. So weird how blurry and fuzzy it is. And once I start turning on light, things start to take some shape. I'm ashamed to admit I'm drinking. I was gonna make coffee this morning. Throw that coffee down your throat hole. I was gonna make some coffee this morning, but I forgot to turn the dishwasher on. Dishwasher. I didn't even really realize I said it like that until I got called out in chat the other day. Dishwasher. I know it's dishwasher. But I grew up. I grew up in the land. What was the motto on the Kansas flag? I'm a little bit embarrassed. Let's see. In God we trust. No, that's on. That's like. God dang, man. I can't believe I can't. VM. All right. Kansas flag motto. We can talk about the stock market. We can talk about crypto. I'm just about to turn off the stream. No one's here. Like, why did I even get out of bed? I could have used another hour or two of sleep this morning. I'm tired. So tasty. We're gonna take a look at the markets in a moment, I guess. I got some stuff going on. I did a Amazon earnings play yesterday. That was a grand slam. Problem is, I did it in my ERA instead of my regular account. I meant to do it in my regular account. My regular account, we made some good money last week in crypto. Took some profits, and then I YOLO'd it into a NASDAQ long. Lost all my profits. I wonder. All right, Kansas flag, Latin motto. Add ash through the stars with difficulty. Add astra per aspera. That is correct. To the stars with difficulty. To the stars. That's a weird thing to put on a flag, considering when Kansas was created. John James coined the motto in 1861. The aspiration of Kansas to reach the unattainable is streamed. Does that mean the motto? Does that mean like it wanted to be one of the stars on the flag? Is that what that meant? The motto refers not only to the pioneering spirit becoming a state. Yeah, the difficult times Kansas went. So he's talking about to the stars on the flag, I guess. Bloody Kansas because of the war regarding slavery, much of which was fought on Kansas soil. Mm, I don't remember there being a lot of Civil War battles in Kansas. All right, let's pop on over to the stock market. See what's going on. Nasdaq is pumping. It was down quite a bit today. Some numbers came out. I don't know what they were. They were talking about it. Let's see if I can find out real quick. Because it was down like the Nasdaq was down like 70, 80 points in the pre-market. Let's see. I'm wearing some older Pumas today. Um, give you an idea why the new Pumas are so freaking dope. You probably can't tell because it's black, but the Pumas in like just kind of like this raised leather, which I always thought was kind of cool. But again, the new ones, it's nice embroidered stitching. Either way, though, man, these bad boys, they hold the comfort. They're still just soft as a baby's ass. These are extremely comfortable. I am wearing Puma underwear, and I am now my Puma socks came in. I do kind of want to get some Nike shoes though, which kind of bummed me out. Chad Knight got me hyped on a. I was checking out some shoes, so I might get some of them bad boys. I still want to try the Puma shoes though. Like they're not letting me down. They're just quality and comfort. Puma hit me up. I will schlep. I will. I can bring you tens of millions of dollars in revenue with all these subscribers. All right, Nasdaq. I never really got an answer, did I? Put on the old man. The stocks open higher. So tech earnings were pretty shitty. So, consumer spending climbs again. That's interesting. See, this is kind of what I thought would happen. Is uh Jeremy Lafebe was talking about how he thought the stock market rebounding about now because the earnings are going up. Like one of the problems in the springtime, a lot of these companies were going up against, year over year earnings where the previous year the earnings were insane. And so it was going to be a bit disappointing. And then like this quarter would be the first quarter where they'd be kind of going up against normal earnings. I think it's gonna be next quarter, right? Yeah, I think he's right, but I think people are not spending a bunch of money weren't spending a bunch of money over the summer, right? Going into these earnings, so I think they're gonna be kind of weak. A lot of the tech giants, Google and all them, all their money comes from, well, not Google. A lot of Google money comes from advertising, where like Meta, Snap, and all that. It definitely comes from advertising. Either way, I think like Amazon had, I don't know what the earnings were. I just know that they were bad. But I think people are going to start spending money again this quarter. Obviously, because we're going into the holidays and they're going to, it's been like 2 to 3 years of hell, uncertainty, this and that, COVID, this and that. So, I don't know. Like in the summer vacationing, people started to open up a little bit, but people were still saving and not spending things, right? On extras. I think that's going to start changing in the holidays and it's going to start unleashing again. And I think the next round of earnings are going to be like a lot more positive and it's going to start turning this around. Again, they're going to be going up against earnings that won't be as tough to beat year over year. There's going to be more spending. Now, I'm not really saying that I think the stock market is going to go on a tear. I'm just saying I think we're going to start seeing a turnaround. And with that, we could also see, the Fed starting to ease up a little bit. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, again, I wouldn't be surprised if 2023 is just sideways to down. Like I'm not sure that we're done going down yet. We'll have to see. I do believe we are in an era of where a person can build tremendous amount of wealth if they have the money and the testicular fortitude to invest and hold. There's a lot of great deals out there in the stock market, and they can get a lot. They might get a lot better, relatively speaking. I mean, if we look at the long-term chart, it's still kind of scary. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the positions, and then I want to look at blockchain. Where the hell is retro in the house? Retro. First of all, I'm not even going to answer your question until you answer the question that you bounced on us from yesterday. I need an answer from you, Retro. You rug pulled us yesterday. You came in, you shit on Cardano. I asked you a question, and you're like, beep, not going to answer. Do you think? What do you think is going to happen first? Cardano will see new all-time highs, or Cardano will fail? Do 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 dun 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 dun. Answer the question. Do you think Cardano will touch or see new all-time highs? Of course. All right. So then why, like, what? It's an 8x. It's an easy 8x if you believe that. Yeah, are 8x is too tiny for your, like, it's the second oldest, most, like, legacy, has huge foundation, huge community blockchain out there. I don't understand, like, what you're like. I don't understand why this guy's so bullish on Cardano. I don't understand why you hate it so much. Bro, hold. No, 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 no. That is not my main thesis. I just gave you like three different reasons. You want me to wax on why I think Cardano has an amazing, one of the smartest crypto minds on the planet. I think they have the best devs on the planet. I think the way they approach it, the community, the way they do the peer research papers, the way they bring in, uh, the PhD review peer papers are reviewed by, people in business, by people in art, by people in the medical field, right? Like they really go at it. The way they implement it, I love the way they foster a Plutus programming language. I love the tech. I love the way they are implementing the tech. I love how they're taking it slow. I love how they're doing it and getting it right. They just did input endorsers. A lot of their improvement proposals, they're meeting timelines. Things are going really well. I can go on and on to the break it on. It's the second. It comes from one of the co-founders of Ethereum. It's faster and cheaper than Ethereum. It should scale, or it's supposed to scale to like 1 million plus TPS. They have ways of securing the programming language, sign code, and they're putting a lot of emphasis on security and decentralization. They're going to have an app store. I'm sure I could continue on and on. I can't. The only thing I can say about Ethereum is it was the first one. It's got the network effect. It's got great engineer, right? And I want to buy more Ethereum too. I did what? Thank you, Kurt. I think Kurt posted the video on Aptos yesterday. It They both have money, but Ethereum, yes, Ethereum. I've said a million times, Ethereum is the second best, less risky crypto asset, in my opinion, on the planet. In my opinion, you cannot go wrong investing in Ethereum, especially right now. Can it go down to like $400? Sure. But if you have the testicular fortitude to hold on to it, you're going to be rich. I think it's going to go to 10,000, 20,000 plus. It may be the number one blockchain. Ethereum may be the future. Like, instead of talking about Ethereum may become the world reserve currency. These are all within question. Ethereum may become the number one everyone uses blockchain on the planet, and it controls everything. Everything's done in Ethereum, and Bitcoin's just uh, a bit of a flight to safety and a way to just store your wealth, right? That could happen. It could. I'm not saying it couldn't, or it could be Cardano, or it could be a mix of both, or it could be There's going to be various cryptos are going to have niches, so we're going to see how it plays out. But there's a lot of things people don't understand when it comes to crypto and how important they're going to be. The Nasdaq continues to go on a tear. But for example, Web3 and digital identity, I think are going to be huge. People have no idea how huge that's going to be. And that's one of the things Cardano's focusing very heavily on. So we'll see. We'll see. I love them both. Like this morning, I was sitting here thinking about how do I want to invest my remaining bag, and the only things that are really on my mind are Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana. And I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I've flirted around with the idea of going all in Cardano. I've flirted around the idea with going half and half Cardano and Ethereum. I've flirted around with the idea of going 33, 33, 33, Cardano, Ethereum, Solana. I don't really have faith in Solana. Like Solana to me, it's just a I think it's gonna be a momentum play again. I think it's gonna reach new all time. That's my thesis for Solana. That's my only thesis. Well, my thesis for Solana is I think it'll reach new all time highs plus, and the marketing they have behind it will be a bigger plus, right? But will it succeed? I have no idea. And I was just mentioning, thank you, Kurt, for posting that video on Aptos. I did watch that. I am pretty excited. I'm excited to watch to see how that plays out. It was a good video. I'm not anywhere near buying Aptos, but if that shit dumps down to like really low and gets really cheap in a bear market, I might pick some of that up. It was in the Discord. It was in the hot alpha. Man, I can't remember the last time someone joined the Discord. I think it was in the hot alpha. Yeah. Aptos, Kurt. He's also talking about he had to bring up my 11.5 inch dong. Stranger in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, it was a long video. I started falling asleep about 60% in. I like Coin Bureau, but he can drone on a little bit. He does great videos, don't get me wrong. Uh, they, Jesus Christ, summary. There was a lot in that video. Aptos is the people from DM, Facebook. The tokenomics are sketchy. The tech has huge potential, but there's just a lot of sketchiness behind the project, a lot of the investments and who the investors are and the tokenomics and what their end game, like what they want to be. There's concerns with it being an SEC, like it checks all the boxes for the SEC to go after and etc. So again, for me, I'm just gonna watch it. I have no desire to buy it right now. He thinks it's highly overvalued. I agree with him. It has an unlimited supply, like a 7% inflation rate. So we'll see. I want to watch it. I think the one thing that was interesting, it has its own virtual machine. And the dude from Solana did say he is worried about Aptos or any blockchains that come out. Like that's their biggest threat. Someone that comes out with a better virtual machine, something along those lines. So I'm interested. I am going to follow it. And there may be a day when I hop on the mic and say, hey, I'm buying some freaking Aptos. Speaking of buying, man, I got paid today. I got an itch. I got to buy something. Like, whether it's $50, $100. I just want to stay in the game. I want to stay engaged, right? I don't know what I'm going to buy. Maybe I buy some Atom. Up and Atom. Send that over. Look. No, I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand what your friend's talking about. Your friend doesn't make any sense. So tell him to have another talk with him and say, bro, could you can you be a little bit more verbose on what you're trying to say? Because low load and low TPS, I mean, I can't even wrap my head around what he's trying to say. He's like the opposite. All right, so what's the Nasdaq doing? It's up 94. We gotta look at our positions real quick. I know Retro doesn't like this time, but we'll make it quick. All right, so I did put an Amazon earnings play on yesterday, but again, I put it in my IRA on accident. This is this is a full winner. I did a one day call spread. I got $105 credit. This was 100. I mean, this was either gonna win or lose in one day. Rip the band-aid off, you knew. Well, earnings were bad. The stock went down, and this was a fat winner chicken dinner. Close the position. Let's see, one or more. This is gonna be hard to close, maybe. Which is annoying because they could do some weird stuff. All right, I'm just gonna get this closed somehow. All right, that and then close. Um, this one. All right, what is this? A call? Yeah, this one doesn't matter. Like the best thing that could happen to me is Amazon out of nowhere goes up $50 and I make money. This call right here is worthless. It can't hurt me. It can only help me. The what can happen though is some weird shit happens after market. It's like a red herring or a like it hardly ever happens, but it has happened where like these prop or these trading firms can screw you because there's a huge price movement and they'll screw you on your it's hard to explain. Like I barely even understand. I'm not even gonna waste any more time on it. All right. Mara Palantir. Let's see how that one's doing. Look at the Chisane. Oh, I have shares of that too. How much did I pay for those shares? Too much, I'm sure. 100 shares, 951. That ain't too bad. Let's see if I can sell a covered call. 49 days out. 34 cents. Yeah. I mean, this is a kind of a no-brainer. Get 34 cents, $34 credit, lower my cost basis on this, 34 cents a share. Worst thing that happens is Palantir goes to the moon and it's a winner, right? I paid $9.50 for it, 9.51. So I would make the $34 plus the $10 minus 9.51. I know that was probably hard to follow, but eventually you guys will understand it. All right. So no, I technically have a covered strangle on now. 21 days to go on this put. Let's roll this bitch out and get more credit. Can only get 12 cents credit, but we'll take it. 13 cents. Let's see if we can get that to fill. I mean, we're just adding credit. Keep the money flowing. Retro's like, how do you make can you make money doing this? I'm like, are you kidding me? It's easy peasy, brother. All right, it's at 14 cents. So hopefully my shit will fill at 13. Oh wait, my limit's at all right, I'm gonna put this in at 12 because I want it to fill. I better fill it. Not yet. Maybe one of the things you got to be leery of. 21 days to go, and it's in the money by a bit. So the shorter that BTE is, the more likely you are to have someone exercise the options on me. That's another reason why I want to roll this out. When it's further out in time, it's less likely to happen. It still could happen. It's just much less likely, right? All right, Tesla. I have a covered call. When did I put that on? Because that thing's already made me at 33%. We might have to take that off. We did that yesterday. Oh yeah. So when you make 33% on a call in one day, you got to take that off. You got to take that winner, and then hope Tesla moves up in price, and then you do it over. So we got to. No, it's about 25%. You still got to take that. It's a 25% winner in one day. Yeah, 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 bro. Take that. Take the money and run. Oh, take the money and run. All right. There we go. We got it filled. All right. Hell to the yeah. Tattooed Chef, 21 days to go. Getting a little price pumpy. Let's let's see, profit. We're only down $10 on that. Let's roll this bitch out. Get another 17-cent credit. Oh, yeah. This is easy freaking money. Are you kidding me? Please, Tom, don't hurt him. Come on, baby. Fill. Limit. All right. Mids 15. We're going to have to. Maybe that'll fill. Come on. All right. So we just got another 15-cent credit. That is giving us a total of 70 cents credit on this cash secured naked put on the $5. Meaning, if these shares get put to me, my cost per share is the 70-cent credit received from the $5, or I would be paying. If I get exercised on right now, my cost basis would be $4.30 a share on Tattooed Chef. So I'm 40 cents in the profit. Are you kidding me? Easy money. Easy money. Even though technically I'm down $12 on the trade. That's all right. $12, psh, we'll make that back. Sometimes these plays are negative, but that's the beautiful thing about selling options. That theta decay, they become less valuable every day. So that red will eventually turn green. And if it goes against you, you defend it. You roll out in time, right? You roll down, you roll up. Speaking of rolling down and rolling up, we're going to have to talk about that Uber position. Let's see how that's doing. All right, Mara, Meta. What did I do in Meta? Ooh, I did a put over there yesterday. I kind of remember doing that. That was yesterday, right? I'm gonna put a go to cancel. Close at 50% profit on that. I'm gonna move it down a couple pennies. Help cover the cost. All right, so I'm trying to buy. I sold this. I got a $2.44 credit. I'm trying to buy it back for $1.20. Sold it for more, buy back for less. Right? I know sometimes that makes people's heads spin, but that's a way of making money. Palantir, same thing. 21 days to go. We've gotten a lot of money on this bitch. This thing has been paying like a mofo. So we've received $133 on this, making my cost basis $8.67 if I were assigned the stock now, meaning I would be down 14 cents. However, we're going to roll this out in time because technically this is down. I'm down $30 on this trade. I've been down as much as $150, but we're going to continue to defend. The only way we lose on this trade is if like Palantir goes to like $4. And then so we'll own some Palantir shares and we'll be down. And then we just hold until we're right. Plan B. You think if Palantir goes down to 4, do you think it's not going to eventually go back up to like $10, $20 in the next bull run? I mean, what's more likely? Palantir goes bankrupt or they live through a recession, a bear market, and they see new all-time highs. So that's why I like, just like in crypto, I like doing these puts, naked puts on good stocks or, strangles. Well, I like doing strangles where it just makes sense. So anyway, we're going to roll this sucker out. We're going to add 30 days. We're going to get another 11-cent credit. Nothing crazy. We're just chipping away at that cost basis. Right now, my cost basis is, if I were assigned the stock now, would be $8.56. If I got assigned the stock right now, I'd be down 4 pennies a share. And it's not going to happen because now I'm 49 days until expiration. It is highly unlikely someone would put the shares to me at $10 a share. They would exercise it. It would go to the, less DT. All right, let's pop back on over. Tesla, what did I do over there? We did an iron condor. It's basically down $4, but it's hanging around in the midpoint. So the IVR has probably gone up on this a little. I'm not sure why. Uber, hell yeah. Now Uber is finally starting to come my way. I was thinking about rolling up the put on this, and I might really do that now because the more this goes down in price, the more credit I can get on the put. Let's look at the chain on this bitch. We received $347 in credit. This thing now is down $7. That was a few days ago. This thing was down $150. I was down 150-ish dollars on this bitch. Now I'm only down 7. We got 49 days to go. I'm not going to do anything yet, though I'm tempted to raise. Actually, how much would I get if I rolled the strikes up? If I rolled my put up, I would get another 74 cents in credit. That would put my cost basis on Uber around $21 if I got it assigned to me. I don't think, I mean, the market's going to be pretty ugly if Uber's seeing $21 again. I think it's more likely. Well, what do we have next week? Do we have yeah, I think the market's going to get a rally on the Fed. That might be like 2 weeks away. I think we get CPI data next week though. So that could shake and bake some shit up. I'm going to let that one lie. We're going to let that sleeping dog lie. 7:02 a.m. 43 and clear. It's an all right Friday, brothers and sisters. Don't make any changes today. Keep it loosey goosey. Don't do anything that don't make any crazy plays or moves at work that'll, F up your weekend. In my line of work, that's especially relevant. I don't want to commit any crazy changes to a router or a switch and take an entire company down. And sometimes that shit takes hours to get back up and it's stressful as hell. The one thing I can't control, which kind of sucks, is when someone else does that right, man. When someone else makes that change and they need your boy to cut, they need the heavy hitter to come in and fix it. Like that happened. Well, earlier this week, a switch just flat out failed and I needed to fix it. So frustrating. So frustrating. It was, after a long day of training, I wasn't in the mood for it. Anyway, I'm not going to wax on about this. How often do I wash my sheets? Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? Did you hear me say dishwasher earlier? I forgot to turn my dishwasher on and now I couldn't have coffee. How do I fit? Oh, that one. So that was an interesting situation. It was ESXi server. It's an iSCSI environment. So there's going to be iSCSIs, and they send me this picture of this network switch and 2 iSCSI switches. They're the exact same switch, but they're configured completely different VLANs, and it's just not like you can just And so I'm sitting there going through it, and there's bad cabling, bad documentation, and they're like, "Can you combine it all down?" And I'm like, "No, not easily." And I was very frustrated. I'm like, this could be one of these hours and hours of work and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay. I asked the guy on site, I'm like, where does this cable go? And he's like, oh, this comes over this ruckus switch. And I'm like, how far away is it? And he's like, it's only. I'm like, just move the fucking cables over to it. And then it came up. So that switch was dead. There was no fixing it. It had a red light. And I kept saying the whole time, we just need another switch. And, we just need a loaner or something. And then finally, I'm just like, it was right in front of. I'm not there, right? And I've never been there. I've never seen or worked on this environment before, and that's another thing, that can make it very frustrating when you got to go reverse engineer a network that you've never seen. But so I got a bit lucky that switch was there, and I can. If that switch wasn't there, that shit wasn't coming back up. Finally caught up. X2. Hell yeah, Ricky. Speaking of getting caught up, a new episode of Peripheral tonight. Very good show. Has a lot of promise. Excited to watch that tonight. I don't have Netflix anymore, but let's just say I have a way to watch the Bill Burr comedy. It was on Netflix this summer. I love me some Bill Burr. I might watch that tonight. Funny, bro, if you never watched him. Uh, how often do I wash my sheets? I just ordered another pair from Costco actually. Those will come in soon because I have two pairs of sheets and I'll rotate them. But one of them, it looks like they need to be retired. So I try to do it once a week. I try to replace my sheets once a week. But I will get a little bit lazier in the winter because I throw on Pumas, right? I don't fill the sheets, I fill the Pumas. So the sheet, when the sheets haven't been washed, they'll start getting more and more uncomfortable over time. But I love a good sheet. I love a good sheet change. Again, I want to be rich in crypto so I can have a personal chef. I just want someone to clean my house for me. I want it to be spotless at all times. I want uh good eat and clean sheets. Every day I want my sheets changed. Every day I want to sleep like a king. Actually, I want to build a soundproof room. Uh Not 100% soundproof. There was an interesting video. Ryan Trahan, that's his name, I think. He went into the world's most silent room and it almost made him crazy. But I just want to like put in soundproof freaking drywall and like just so I don't and I want to move where I don't hear trains, trains and sirens and shit like that all the time. That's what I do miss about the farm in Kansas. But I tell you what, man, them grasshoppers, they get pretty freaking loud in the summer. It's kind of a soothing sound though, like kind of you get used to it and it soothes you to sleep, kind of like the ocean and shit. The ocean, like sometimes I'll listen to rain or the ocean on YouTube or whatever to go to sleep or in an app. I know changing sheets daily is a pain. That's why I'm gonna pay someone to do it for me. Have you ever seen anything paranormal? No, bro. Come on, give me a break. Paranormal. That shit not real. Have you ever seen anything paranormal, Ricky? Oh shit. We're 4 days from November. Everyone gonna shave and then not shave for the whole month of November. My when I was in high school, me and my best friend were coming back from a basketball game, and we saw what we thought was a UFO. To this day, he still swears it's a UFO. In hindsight, I think it was just like a B-52 bomber because it was near McConnell Air Force Base, so them stealth bombers because it was a pretty big and it looks like it's slow moving, especially when it's coming in and landing. And back then, them things definitely look like a UFO compared to the shit we were used to seeing. I mean, I do have a ghost that lives in my house. I'm kidding. No. No, that shit's not real, bro. There's no such things as ghosts and shit like that. Is it? I mean, there might be some dudes from another galaxy, like their tech screws up and you might see them for a second, like they'll glitch in and glitch out and they look like some kind of freaky ghost, or maybe every now and then one of them mofos just like effing with us. Oh, I'm gonna watch this, guys. I'm gonna freak like we're just pets to them. We're pets in a different like dimension or something. That could totally be the case, right? Like how we have dogs as pets. There might be some race out there that is the equivalent of growing us in some space age aquarium. Like there's some race out there where each one of them has their own like thing, and it's just a galaxy, right? And they're just like, oh, I'm gonna sprinkle some shit here, or press a button here, or just maybe they just do it all with their mind, right? Maybe it, like, who knows, man? Who the freak knows? Who the freak knows? If I send a Ouija board, will you have a 3 a.m. stream? The problem with that will be is I will wake up to do it. Does that have the same merit as staying up late to do it? Because when you stay up late, it's got a different like vibe than you waking up, right? When you stay up to 3 a.m., it's a completely different vibe than waking up at 3 a.m., which is kind of weird, but it's totally true, right? So is the same mojo out there when it's a wake up versus stay up? I don't think it is. Like the spirits know, like this dude's just waking up. Like he's thinking about eating some pancakes. He's not thinking about how shit faced he is, and he needs to sleep it off for the next 24 hours, right? So completely different vibe, bro. No, I don't think so. Plus, Ouija boards are stupid. All right, 7:11 a.m. We didn't really talk about crypto yet. Let's Bitcoin's doing a little bit of pump too. Actually, real quick, crude oil. We haven't looked at crude oil, $88 a barrel. Gold, 1650, down on its ass. What are bonds doing? Bonds 122, trying to creep back up a little, which is good for the good kids. Like I said, Amazon got crushed in earnings. Apple did okay, but I think it basically spun flat. Let's actually take a quick look at. Nah, let's don't. Look at LCX up 2%. Retro's dancing on the ceiling. All right, Bitcoin 20,300. Capo, I didn't really understand his tweet. Looks like he's got another one. Despite the All right, bounce it. Despite the bounce, funding keeps going down. Send it to 21,000. Yeah, I don't know. All Retro remembers when he slept on the cheap ass. He slept on at this cheap ass place and got tons of nightmares. Mm, probably because you just weren't. Probably just because you were in a surroundings you're not familiar with. Was later told believe the house was haunted. Meh, meh, meh. I'm not too scared to do the Ouija. It's just that it's first of all, how do I do a Ouija board by myself? Doesn't that require more than one person? I mean, do I just like come on, dude? Do I close my eyes? I bet I don't. Doesn't it take like minimum for a Ouija board? Here's my tech minimum requirement. I'm always looking up minimum requirement. Minimum requirement for a OUI. How do you spell it? JIA board. 2 to 4 players. It takes 2 players. You gonna put your hands through a YouTube stream and help me out? I mean, I can invite Sarah over, but she wouldn't show up. Hey, Sarah, you want to come over and do a Ouija board on stream? Sure, I'll be right there. Google, can I Ouija board, Ouija board, Ouija board with one person? It's gonna say no. How a Ouija board work? It's manifest destiny. It's psychosomatic. Yeah, Blindfolded participants spell much more incoherent messages. Of course, right? It's a hyponic jerk. That is, we move when we're not trying. If you blah blah, like people, it's psychosomatic, right? They want it to be eerie. Like, I don't need any studies. You guys are invite Costco over. You guys are scoundrels. Where's Costco been, by the way? She hasn't been here this whole week. You dude, Retro has no concept of how a Ouija board works, obviously. It requires people putting their hand on, asking a question, and the collective moves it to letters that answer the question for you. It's stupid, right? The dumbest thing ever. Yeah, you have no idea. Look.
Supernatural conversation with her deceased grandfather.
Yes.
That's good.
Grandpa is happy.
Are you starting to believe?
So now how do you feel?
I don't know. It almost makes me want to cry. I'm happy that he's happy. I'm a believer.
More now
More
than
now.
before?
Yeah, I doubted a little bit at the beginning, but after doing it and experiencing it, there's no way I can doubt it now, I think.
At this point, we could easily let these people leave convinced they contacted the spirit world.
No way you can doubt
the
it.
spirit world
no.
answers the
But
question.
for our final test, we're going to have the group reach out again, only this time with a little twist.
What I
Blindfolded.
have here are some blindfolds.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Surely blindfolding our participants won't make a difference to the spirits.
Okay.
Thank
Or
you.
will it?
I'm going to place the planchette in the center of the table. Now is going to be the moment of truth. Spirits, can you speak to us? Are you there? Right there? Kendall's grandpa,
stupid are
show
these
us that you're with
people?
us again.
That's odd.
How stupid? I mean, first of all, this first one, she's reaching basically on the other side of the table. I mean, and this person too. Like, did they not remember what was on the board when they did it? Obviously, there ain't nothing over there. Oh my goodness. Oh, she hasn't been back since you said Pelosi has a big rack. How many times you gonna tell us that? Oh yeah, yeah. Do you think she has the oogly googlies for Kurt? No, that's not true. She was here quite a bit. Kurt was kind of pressed hard. He was getting a little bit of, or she was kind of. I'm not gonna say anything. I think she might like that. She probably wants to see that picture of Kurt that I have of Kurt with his abs. What if we're vessels and a spirit can only see what we see? We are a vessel, bro, for our own consciousness. All right, you guys are. Do you? No, I mean, I don't. I don't blame you. There ain't shit to look at in crypto. Let's at least get a price check. Bitcoin 20,400. Ethereum 1527. Cardano 39 cents. Solana 3091. Polkadot hasn't done shit. 1.018. Atom doing pretty good over 1330. That's kind of one of. Oh, I do have Aptos. I was gonna buy something. Quant, I told you to sell that shit, Retro. Going down. LCX 0.04. Gala, Fedora, Cadena, $1.26. I'm not going back. I'm not going to continue to buy that loser right now. I feel like buying something though. Osmosis. Why is it up so much? That thing is pumping hard. It's up 24%. Farnswoggle, what's going on with Osmosis? Atom, Polkadot. Maybe I buy some Polkadot. Fee, fi, fo, fum. It's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna want to log into Binance and oh, it actually worked. I thought I was gonna have to log in and do the 2-factor and all that. All right. God dang it. You know what I'm gonna do? This is gonna piss for. I was getting ready to buy some. I didn't know what I want to buy, but I've been blinded, and I think I've been blinded by you, mostly retro. You know what I'm gonna buy, bitch? Take a guess. I can figure out how to do this. Buy crypto. Um, Cardino. Cardino, $200 makes the ladies holler. I'm buying $200 of Cardino. Oh, I should have put. I want to put it on. I want to buy that every. I want to buy that every twice a month. Every payday, I want to buy $200 of Cardano. I'm gonna start doing that right now. Maybe just $100. So I got to remember. I can't put it on auto pay now because it'll do another. It'll buy it again, or maybe I will. Buy Cardano. Retro shaking his head. Cardano. Cardano. One time we're gonna switch that to every week. $50. We'll do 51. Insufficient balance. I gotta change it to my bank account. Boom, 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 chicka chicka. All right, so every week I buy $50 in Cardano. I'm gonna forget I did that. Come next bull run, I'm gonna be rich as shit. No, I didn't fart. What are you talking about? I probably made some weird noise with my mouth. Boom, boom, chicka chicka. I didn't fart. You know, I'd tell you if I farted. I wouldn't, but I would try everything within my willpower to make sure I didn't fart. I will burp on stream, no problem. I'm not gonna fart. You know what time it is? I'm really enjoying today's conversation, but I want you all to have a good Friday. I actually am gonna go make my Walmart run right now, so I don't have to do that shit tomorrow. Man, I hate going to Walmart. Anyway, I'm gonna get that done. I hope you all have a I hope you all have a great weekend. I will be back Monday. Hopefully crypto's in the toilet so we can back up the truck. I'm still waiting. Anyway, see you Monday. Love you all. Peace.